Hey guys, CoreData here, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing some more Elder Scrolls Legends and we're going to be looking at Goblin Scout. But before we get into the deck tech, this video is brought to you by Raid Shadowlet. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. But we did surpass 100 subscribers in the last on the last video, so it'd be remiss of me not to at least mention that. So thank you for the support in the last couple of videos. It's been seriously heartening to see so many people still in the community, still active. And yeah, I just wanted to say I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, this is the deck we're going to be doing today. It's Goblin Scout. This is probably going to be like the most meta video I create for a while. Just because this is, I'm pretty sure, the strongest deck in the metagame right now, up there with Aggro Assassin. And yeah, some of you are probably noticing a lot of very weird card choices. It wouldn't be a deck that I built if there wasn't some strange ass cards in here. So I decided today we're going to play Goblin Scout just because I haven't laddered like at all this week. I've been neglecting ladder. I've been playing other games, playing a lot of arena as well. And the last time I did play ladder, I was playing item sorcerer, and that didn't go well. Kind of tanked my rank doing that. So I decided I may as well take a look at what is probably the most popular deck on ladder. See if I can put a bit of a twist in it myself, which is where some of the card choices came from. So first of all, the first big difference in my build is that I'm not main decking Curses or Goblin Skulk. I think Goblin Skulk these days is just a bad card. It would still be perfectly playable as a 2-mana 2-1, but as a 3-mana 2-3, it's not good enough. Even though it does thin our deck, I think just drawing Curses naturally is a really bad tempo loss. You've basically just drawn a blank that turn. So instead we're running an extra Goblin Shaman to help us generate extra Curses later in the game. So by not leaning on the Skulk Curse package, it frees up slots for us to run things like Winky Spellsword in our 2-drop slot, and it allows us to run Zivkin Banelord at our top end. The reason I went for Winky Spellsword in this deck was just because I found myself needing more standalone good 2-drops early in the game. The only 2-drops you technically run on curve are Bloody Hand Chef and Moorhole Trader. I just found my curve not starting properly until turn 3, like most of the time. So I figured I would try out Winky Spellsword, and I've been impressed by the card in every game I've had it. The second big change in my deck compared to most decks is I'm actually running Nimble Ally. In a deck that normally only runs 3-Feather Warchief as their purple splash, I think Nimble Ally just makes a lot of sense. It's a very strong 3-drop, it trades up in the late game, and it's really solid tempo. I don't know why more decks aren't running it. I don't think I've seen a single Goblin Scout running it yet. So I put it in here to test, and again, it's been really impressive so far. We're only running 2 Murkwater Guide just because we're not running the Skull Curse package. The only things that Guide works with is Scourge, so curving Guide into Scourge is obviously really good. The final sort of big one that I'm sure a lot of astute viewers have noticed immediately is the 2 copies of Chor's Breeding Feast. I'm playing this card more or less for the meme. I don't think it's an offensively bad card, nor do I think it's incredibly good. It's in the awkward spot of being just about alright. I think this card's main saving grace is the fact that this deck tends to stick shear points more so than any other deck I've ever seen. So normally by the time we're getting around to playing Breeding Pit, we have a shear point in play, so it's a debilitate attached to 2 5/4s, and that's just fine. Usually it's more than fine, honestly, versus other aggressive decks, versus like Assassin. It just blows them out of the water. It's fantastic. And we are running Zivkin Banelord. This card has been seen from time to time in this deck anyway. I don't think it's gonna like shake the earth that I'm running this card. But curving Shearpoint into Zivkin is like the most insane thing this deck can possibly do. It's a huge body. A 1/7 is it's actually pretty decent, the 1/7 guard. Keeps our goblins safe, and it clears a lane. That's like the main thing. It's a lane clear. So yeah, other than that, the deck is relatively standard. But yeah, the deck is really consistent. I do quite like this build. I think it's fine. I've tested a lot of builds of this deck actually before I came to this one. I tried out builds with like Wilds Incarnate and a few of the cards in here that just turned out to not really be great. I found Wilds Incarnate to be very disappointing in this deck just because in the standard build, because you don't have that many good on-curve 2-drops, you tend to lose runes early in the game. So the Wilds Incarnate is usually not online by turn 7, which is really bad. Like a 7 mana 5/6 guard isn't good enough, which is why I swapped it out for Zivkin instead. Like my one issue with the deck is lack of draw power, but usually it's not too much of an issue. You're usually going 1 for 1 or 2 for 1 on board. Like you're 2 for 1 in your opponent technically, but it's usually fine. Like I said, the deck functions perfectly well. It's got some really solid matchups, and it's probably the most powerful deck in the metagame currently. So yeah. As always, leave me some deck suggestions in the comments below, and on to some games. A solid hand though. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. These are really weak to negation though.
I'll scout ahead.
Ooh.
Stand with me.
Good hit. That just makes the field lane very difficult to play into now. Mummify, sure.
The forest is ours.
Get a Shaman online, start generating some curses. Sure, my dude. I'm actually more than happy to sacrifice 1 here. Means I keep my board safe for another turn. Double curse to try and play around Ice Storm as much as we can. This is the the omnipresent Ice Storm turn, basically. This Ice Storm only clears 2 things. Makes it immensely bad for him, and he dies if he doesn't clear, so...
I bow to your victory.
Looks like looks like he didn't have the Ice Storm, I guess. Feels good. Oh, we got the mirror match immediately. I like how our ranks are like mirrored. 4-2-2, 2-4-4. Nice. We're gonna keep the Nimble Ally. We're looking for a 2-drop, we don't find it, sadly. Could have kept a bit of Fish Witch, probably would have been the right call. But like I said, I was full shipping for a 2-drop. This draw was just unlikely. Might ring out a Mournhold Trader on me.
What have we here?
Oh. Thieves Guild Recruit. Hey, rewarded.
This day will be mine.
We found it. I think the main reason I went for Winky Spellsword... I probably touched on this a little bit in the deck tech, but the main reason I went for Winky Spellsword was it's just really good at establishing lane dominance super early on. It's probably going to Shadow Shift it over after I trade here.
Motherless dog.
Makes me not want to play the Nimble Ally, but I think I have to. Like, this is 100% Shadow Shifting. Oh, wow, we whiff. The odds on that are super low.
I will end you.
The hist heals and rejuvenates.
Oh well, there's always a chance.
Motherless dog. The forest is ours.
This is gonna be Shout Scout then, if he's running this as Shout Scout. So this pills for 3 mana. So 7, he's got 8 mana next turn, he can technically call Dragon on me.
Okay, guide me, confound you.
I'm just gonna wound this ahead of time. We are probably going to get Call Dragoned here, though.
Herbs can heal or harm.
When you know, you know. Echo Vakatosh is the least impactful one he could have got. I am going to wound this in trade. It's not great, but we can at least set up a little bit next turn. We can cliff rest if we have to. He can call Dragon again, but he's gonna break a rune to do it, which gives me a card, which is a potential leaf lurker. The Goblin stop me from playing a skirmisher.
Herbs can heal or harm.
We're 1 mana off Guide Scourge. Second Drain Vitality. Sure.
I will end you.
There's probably a Solitaire floating around his hand then. God, this is a tricky turn. I'm gonna Murkwater Guide Scourge as well next turn, clear off this, finally. He's got 9 mana of value out of it already.
Herbs can heal or harm.
Second Windkeep, gives us something to trade with this.
I will keep Sotha Sil's people alive.
Galen is probably gonna shuffle in Ordinary Necromancer, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a Necromancer pulling back a Bat. Or did he shuffle in Camels? Interesting. Yeah, he must have taken a Solitaire there. If he ditched one Solitaire, he probably got the other one. And if it wasn't Solitaire, it's more than likely Call Dragon number 2. I'm gonna grab 2 curses here. Kill that. Double trade. Our board is always going to be weak to Icewing Dragon if he gets it off Call Dragon. There's not really much we can do about that. Yeah, max up a Call Dragon. That's going to be a fun one to deal with. Oh, Solitaire. Getting back a Bat. Mm-hmm. Not ideal. Not ideal, because I can't play it with the Zivkin next turn. I'll set up to trade with this, though. I will Zivkin. Unless I draw a Leaf Lurker, that is. No such joy. Yeah, we'll have to Zivkin. Play Dust Eater. There might be more removal. He might have second Dragon Aspect. Called it. He pulled it off the top as well, which sucks. Yep. Right, we do have some wicked nasty skirmishers this turn, though. I'm gonna double skirmish. No, I'm gonna skirmish or leaf lurker, or not leaf lurker, clip rester. Actually, I should have double skirmished just in case he fucking has Call Dragon into Odahviing. Because now my board does die to Odahviing and I've just missed a ton of damage. I think, actually, it's probably better off not doing that and giving him extra cards. So I will skirmish her a second time just to play around Odahviing. I don't think I had him dead there. That was an extra, what, 8 damage? No, he wasn't dead. So this plays around Odahviing off of a Call Dragon. Doesn't play around a Parathonax, though. Sure. Pass his turn back to me. Right, we'll deal damage. We'll try and skip last rune. We get there. Alright. Close game. Skirmisher's closing it out, though. Goblins will do goblin things. Luckily, he never found that second call dragon. That would have been really rough for us. Alright, Spellsword. Number 13. This might be that Gearwork Spider deck. I don't know what our matchup is versus Gearwork. It's a deck I wanted to play, but it's a very tricky deck to build. I don't think my build was optimal. But the deck rotates around like Gearwork Spider. Yeah, it's Gearwork Spider Midnight Burial. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Chor's Breeding Pit might be the most relevant card in our deck in this match. Just because it just destroys all of his Gearworks even after a Midnight Burial buff. Crushing Blow. It's fine. Just gonna complete. That was a fucking mess of words that tried to come out there at once. We're just gonna keep playing goblins here. Second Crushing Blow. Oh, we would have drawn the fucking god tier curve as well. I've seen 2 Crushing Blows at least, so that's like a good chunk of removal gone. Mechanical Ally. Our main issue is we have no answer for Halls of the Dwemer. Outside of just out-aggroing him.
Of course I'm on your side.
We're gonna keep our Cross Effects in hand for now. Hopefully we can aggro him down. Yeah, there's Halls. Right, Leaf Lurker's great here. Leaf Lurker allows me to clear most of it. So I can curse this. The Witch. This. I'm actually gonna hit face first, just in case Javelin, because I want my 4-3 to survive.
The forest is my cloak.
Bring Leaf Lurker. Our board side's still looking promising. Sheer point off the top next turn would be insane. Steam Destructor. Oh, this... How much damage is this? 4, 5, 3. So 5 and 3. 5 and 3 is 8, and 4, 12. Not enough to kill him. It's not enough to kill him, but I can clear off some of this board. So I'm going to do that this turn. I'm going to clear off some of this board. I'm going to set up a really disgusting skirmisher. So we kill this. We... Bitterfish. We... Murkwater. Go face. Yes, Javelin.
You can trust me.
Right, I'm threatening Lethal here, so he has to start trading. Skirmisher just kind of gets there on its own. I can't skip last rune, though, is the problem. I'm not dead to second halls, I don't think, am I? Oh, I am dead to second halls. Sure. Sheer point's really good. Shackles on my Mournhold, probably? Yeah. Okay. I can make the safe play. Can I kill him without playing... Skirmisher. No, because I have to... Well, no, because I don't have enough mana to shear point Skirmisher, so I can't get through the 8-2. So I can't kill him without Skirmisher. I think we risk it. If I die, I die. I think I die next turn no matter what, so I think it's right to push the damage now and try and kill him.
Coming, eh?
Right. Don't be a javelin. Fuck. Oh my god, last rune. There was no way for me to skip it either. Yeah, I just died to this lane.
My fight is
God damn, last rune prophecy. Because even Sheer Point and Three Feather Warchief there didn't save me, because he still had more damage than I had health. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and before I end the video, I do want to say I've checked the footage of that last game against the Spellsword. I 100% made a mistake. I should have just cleared the board. He would have only had 5 damage on board following that turn had I just cleared. If I just hit him down to 6, cleared his board, left him with the 5-1, I think it's fairly safe to say I probably would have won that match, but I obviously decided to try at the lethal. It went horribly wrong, and I lost as a result. That was just unfortunate as well. Feels bad, but had I just done the safe play as I said and cleared, it would have been fine. Second thing I want to talk about is Chorus Breeding Pit. If you're building this deck, don't play Breeding Pit. It's a meme. It's just a meme. Don't play it. Play something else instead. Even the Zivkins that you don't even need to play. I just wanted to try them out. But I do think Windkeep Spellsword and Nimble Ally are correct. I think those are correct choices. You could just run Raw Curses without the Skulk and run the extra guide instead of the Banelord and Breeding Pit. I think that actually might be fine. As much as I don't like running Raw Curses, you could even just run 2 Curses as an occasional okay draw. In the same vein as like a Lesser Ward in a different deck. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. So thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.